Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new, exciting, thrilling, in fact, groundbreaking series. We are on Old Streams Farm. I have a bunch of new announcements to make as we drive around. Old Stream starts you off in an interesting position. It gives you lots of good equipment, some old equipment. Everything's new, actually. And a bunch of fields that are completely empty and a lot of free grass. So we may have some opportunity here to do some sheep farming, and I think that that's what we're going to aim for with this series. This is going to be a replacement for the Chapman family farm, or an upgrade, whatever, downgrade, however you look at it. Things that we're going to do, I'm probably going to start off by selling some of this stuff and moving things around. I really want to be able to, this sucks. Like this setup is horrible. And there's just really old, small equipment. I don't know. To do these fields, we can do it, but it's going to take us like a lifetime to get some of this stuff done. But maybe we'll start out and do it that way and then work our way up. I'd like to get sheep in here as fast as possible. We don't have a lot of funds to work with, but we are on normal rather than hard, so it'll make it a little bit easier. I think we have periodic plowing going on. Next one. Yeah, it's required, so we're going to have to plow. So what's going on? Well, I've been watching the channel for the last couple of months. I've been getting a lot of boredom comments. People are bored with the... Oops, I got to turn the automatic start off. Stop and go breaking off. People are getting bored with the multiplayer stuff. I hate to tell that. Everybody that loves multiplayer playing, the video series is not... It's not doing horribly, but people are kind of getting fed up with... I can tell by my viewership overall, it's just going down, 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 down. And part of the problem is the repetition of the game, but part of the problem is that the multiplayer kind of takes away from me. But let's be honest, it takes away from the personality. I end up sitting back a lot and just kind of telling people what to do rather than actually doing the work. Now in this game, we will do hired workers and stuff like that because the fields are huge and I'm gonna need help. But in general, I think it would just there's a lot of negative feedback with the multiplayer series. So what I've decided to do is this. This is going to take over for Chapman Family Farm, so that series is ending. Coldborough and Sosnovka, because they're very limited multiplayer. It's just like me and Jared and maybe like one other person, and then me and Kyle and B-Dog on Coldborough. Coldborough is doing extremely well. Those series are going to stay as they are. This series is going to replace Chapman Farm. If the kids aren't home, it's going to be just me. If the kids are home, then if they want to play with me, they can. They'll be in the room. Same as always, the little Chapman family thing going on. And this will kind of be a throwback to what we used to do in Farm Sim 15, where this is my farm. I don't let people come on here multiplayer, even if I love them, like Kyle and B-Dog and Jared and all these guys. But it's my farm. And so it's going to be just me working, you guys hanging out with me. It's because like I said, there's a lot of people that would prefer that over having a bunch of different people on the farm. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what you guys have told me in the feedback that I've been asking for on my Facebook page and other places. I've been getting a lot of people saying, please cut the multiplayer content. So it's going away, but it's not going away permanently. What we're going to do is games like American Truck Simulator, games like Euro Truck Simulator, and the Farming Simulator, I'm still going to play multiplayer. The content is moving to, yes, my brand new Twitch channel. I opened up a Twitch channel yesterday. For those of you that complain about Teddy, I will say one thing. Teddy has been a huge help to my channel, and he spent over 2 hours with me yesterday getting OBS working, getting Twitch working. Everything is up and functioning the way it should be. So Teddy, thank you so much for your help. And I think the viewers, I know some of you guys tire of Teddy's voice. That's because he's a little teenager or preteen, and it is that's how that voice goes, But he's a nice guy, and he's he definitely is a help when he needs to be, and he was a big help to me yesterday and got me all set up to do Twitch. So Twitch is, I'm going to give you the address here. It is, and it's going to be in the link too. If I forget it, please remind me, because I do that often. But remind me that I need to put the link out there. It is www.twitch.tv/ and that's the lower slash, the question mark key by the lower right shift key. So twitch.tv/ Victor Bravo Lima Uniform. That's VBLU, VBLU, and then the word guitar. So once again, in its entirety, twitch.tv/ vblueguitar.com. That's Victor Bravo Lima Uniform, VBLU. And that is my new Twitch channel. Add yourself as a follower, and you can watch the live streams. I will not be streaming every day, but I will definitely be streaming probably Saturday mornings when we do our multiplayer farm. That's when you can watch Goldcrest. It will also be archived on there. So if you want to come back and you want to continue watching Goldcrest, just subscribe to my Twitch channel, and you can watch the reruns from Saturday's game. They're up there for 30 days, so you have time to watch them. But it'll be the whole Twitch broadcast. Instead of being divided up into 45-minute episodes, it will be divided into nothing. It'll be one long, like 2.5-hour episode. So you can get your Arthur fix there if you want to watch the multiplayer Twitch. And then if you want to also watch live, it's Saturday mornings. We will also be doing anytime I go on to play with you guys to do Euro Truck Simulator multiplayer or American Truck Simulator multiplayer, those will all be handled on the Twitch channel. So those are some big changes that are coming, and I wanted just to make sure you guys knew about it, and hopefully that's a help for you. It's something that you're going to be interested in. But it also, I need to improve the content on my channel, and I need to spend more time working on my single-player stuff, because that's really what people like to watch. We do have gold nuggets on this map, by the way, and I probably will do the gold nugget chase. I know some of you guys don't love that, but at some point it's going to help us buy our sheep, so we might even do that. I might even do that first up. We could maybe do a gold hunt to kind of kick this series off. It's pretty easy on this map, if I remember right, because it's a pretty small map, so you can do it fairly quickly. But I might have enough money to do at least the start of the equipment that I want, but we might need $1 million to do it too. We'll see. I'm selling all this old stuff. We have a dealership in town. They sell Dutzfar, and they also sell Sammy. So I think I might be switching over to Sammy/Dutzfar for the equipment on this farm. Now, we have had some farms with Dutzfar on it, but not many. And so I think I'm excited about putting that on the channel also, because, like I said, that'll kind of, the Chapman family farm had a Dutzfar tractor, or Deutzfar, sorry, it's Deutz. And it added some personality to the farm, so I'd like to do that again. So probably for episode 2 we'll start the gold hunt, but for episode 1 we're just going to get ready to set the farm up, maybe grab one tractor, and I think we already have a plow, and just start getting these fields prepped for our actual farm here. But this is a really nice map. I've been playing it on my single player game and really enjoying it. It does have some pretty tight roads, but the scenery is well done. Doesn't seem to have any frame rate issues, which I run into a lot on the Coldborough farm series. Like those farms have some problems. Oh, that guy had the right of way. Oops, sorry. I didn't even use my signal. I should probably use my blinker. It's backwards because that thing's on backwards. I forgot that they still never fixed that. Okay, so let's sell off the New Holland. Anyway, so I hope you guys understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to feel like the content is better than it is. And I can watch and see that I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, which is great. But I'm seeing a lot of my older subscribers kind of, I don't want to say disappearing, but a lot of them are getting bored, listless, aimless. They're just tired of the series, and they're tired of the stuff that I'm bringing to them. And I don't want that to be the case. I want people to be happy with the stuff that I offer them. So I feel like it's time to make a change, and we are going to start doing that now. So my channel, once again, it's going to be mostly single-player content. The multiplayer stuff's going to be on Twitch. Single-player stuff is going to be here. Now, one of the things that's a little bit funky... this is a nice... Actually, this map is pretty cool because you can store hay, straw, grass in your barn here. Now, The downside is there's no sell point for hay on the farm. You have to transport it to the local sell point. So we're gonna put this thing. Oh yeah, thanks. We're gonna store this thing in the silo, and I'm gonna sell that tipper because it's really small. We can also take out our loan. I mean, we're gonna have close to $300,000 to work with. We need a tractor, a seeder, and a tipper, and we should be good for a little bit. I'd also really like to get some sheep, but me, sheep. So that's been going on. It's been a big, kind of heavy thing on my heart lately, and so I actually asked on my Facebook page. I'm like, what do you guys think? Because the other thing, My Summer Car is going to be ending soon. I know some of you guys don't like the series or don't watch the series. It was actually a pretty good series. Some of it got a little frustrating, but you know, it did really well, which surprised me. And it was actually I really enjoyed the game. I kind of want to play through it again at some point. I probably will wait till like some big patches come and they change some stuff, but some people feel it's very broken, and it does have some bugs for sure, but it's a lot of fun. It's pretty silly fun. So anyway, for those of you that like that series, what I'm going to do is I will have my channel is going to be kind of arrayed like this. We're going to have single player American Truck Simulator, single player Euro Truck Simulator. We're going to continue doing the Farm Sim 17 single player. Well, like I said, it's going to have this farm, Sosnovka, and the Coldborough, and then we're also going to start. I'm going to start doing a tutorial series. I did ask on my Facebook page for people to give me ideas for tutorials that they're hoping for, and I got a whole bunch of responses and enough probably to make at least 30 videos of tutorials. So I'm going to start working on those in the next week or two, and I've been needing to do it. I haven't done it. I really wanted to get to know the game better before I started just spouting off my ideas on how things work, because even like with the cows, it took me a couple times to figure out exactly how the cow feeding works, because it's very different. Not very different, but it's a hair different than it was. It's a lot different than it was in Farming Sim 17 or 15. So I meant 15. Good. I want to sell. No, I want to sell. Yeah. Boop. And again, sell. Yep. $284,000. We have a bunch of crop to sell, so we'll make some money back. So I'm not going to necessarily buy. We'll see how we'll take the loan out if we have to, or to buy sheep. But people are saying that the sheep is the new silage. We'll see. But I want to keep this game a little more prototypical. So our choices, we have this dealership we can buy anything we want, but I want to try to keep it prototypical. We can buy a Sammy. We can also buy a Dutzfar. We have enough for the Dutzfar. And this guy has 224 horsepower. So that should take care of our farm for quite some time. It does cost a lot of money. It's going to say we're going to have $100,000 left over. Enough for a tipper. And we need a seeder. I don't know what else we have on the farm. Let's take a look. We got a nice harvester. We can sell this shack. Yeah. Okay. The bee house we're keeping because that makes money. Yeah, really nothing. We don't have any baling implements. We don't have any mowing implements. We basically have the stuff that we need to harvest, and that's it. I don't even have a plow. That's going to be an issue. So we need to get a plow. So really, I could save. I mean, it's really hard to know what to do, right? Oh, hang on, folks. I'll be right back. Crap, I saved my game, and now I can't get back to that. I'm like far away from the shop. So let's see here. We're going to go. So we were looking at tractors. What should we do? We definitely need something beefy. We could do the Sammy, the Fortis. I think I'm going to go with the Series 7, the Dutzfar. It's a one-time investment. Hopefully we can get a front loader attacher. Yeah, we can. Okay, good. But I'm probably going to have to buy different arms because I don't think that that's going to be big enough. Standard wheels are probably fine. We got wheel weights, wide tires. Ooh, that'd be crazy with wide tires. Let me do wheel weights. Design, warrior. Shooting at the walls of glory. Bang, bang. I am the warrior. No, we're not going to do the warrior because we did it last time and it was black. I want the green. Wheel weights or wide tires? Let's do wide tires, right? They're not that expensive. We could up the engine to what? Oh my gosh, there's 2 engine upgrades? 207. Whoa. I think we're fine at 224 horsepower. I mean, that's plenty for the size of equipment that we're running. Boop. So the first things first. Let's go ahead and take this. We're going to get some tippers. I really like this tipper. It's hard to back up on this map. Those think maybe we'll do this one. This guy is a nice tipper. The Joskin 8000. It's got a huge capacity, 31,000. It's almost too big for this map. And the Bandit's such a huge jump in price. This is good. We'll try the Joskin trailer. If not, I can always take it back. We'll lose $1,000 off of it, but it's funny because it's actually cheaper to just buy it and return it than it is to lease it. That's one thing they didn't do a very good job in. I'm not going to lose $4,000 if wow, those tires are huge. Beep, beep. Those are some big freaking tires. Yeah, that's a big tipper. That might just be too big. Dang it. Part of me wants to just load the save game, but leaves us with 65. Oh my gosh. I mean, it fits the tractor, but you'll see what I'm talking about. These fields are really small, and to get this thing in and out of the fields, dang. Yeah, we can do it. If I get a harvester though, like a silage harvester, I'll have to get a different setup. I found with I was playing on my personal farm. I ended up buying the Krone, the 580X, and I found that you really needed to have the small dolly tipper when using it. You can use a pair of them, but to get into and out of these grass fields, it's really tight, and I needed to have that extra, turning ability and the small short trailer to get through those gates and stuff. It would keep getting caught on everything, and it was very frustrating to run it with the bigger. Now that was the larger Joskin trailer though. This is a smaller one. It looks like it's built on the same frame though. This is just a huge trailer. But we have some product to sell, so we're going to go ahead and handle that. And I don't know. This trailer might be too big for this farm. I'm feeling like it's way too big. Boy, it's cool though. All right, so a nice new tractor. That cool looking Lamborghini style sweetness. Did we get through? We did. All right. See what I mean, though? It's like it's really tight in here. Just got to be slow, I guess. Careful. What the bark? All right, so let's see here. I'm going to pull in. All right. That wasn't the right button. I'm just thinking that I made the wrong choice. I mean, a pair of wagons might have been a better idea. I think I'm just going to get another wagon. I'm sorry, guys. That was a mistake. But this is really impractical, I think, for this farm. It's just not right. And I've gotten okay at backing the dolly trailer, so it's still I'm not great at it. Can I bring this back now that I just drove it through the field and over the mud and through the woods to Grandma's house? But you can just see here how nice this farm. It's really a nice map. It feels like a little town map, and that it's a little tight in places, but it's not the same like Coldborough tight where it just I don't know. It has a charm to it. It does feel kind of like a foot of the Alps type community. All right, so we're going to take this back. So let's see how much we lost. We'll take a look at the actual price and then... Thanks, buddy, but no thanks. Do. Well, maybe it was that much. Let's see. How much was it originally? It was 30. We got made 31,000. Take that down. I'll be right down. 31,000. It was 35. No, so it's the same as leasing, really. What are you doing?
Anthony gave it to me.
Oh, that's awesome. One of Mark's friends gave him a lowered replica of a Scion XB, the model that we used to have, the exact model. The original XB. That is really cool, Mark.
That's hilarious.
All right, I'll be down. So I'm gonna buy this. We're gonna buy a pair of these. This is gonna cost more money, but wheel setup, wide tires. Let's do a different color this time. Let's do dark green. And let's see if they're going to buy another one. So that cost us more, but we can pull more things at once if we have multiple crops. Oh, that looks weird. It's kind of a cool paint scheme. I like that. That's cool. All right, so I will be back. I'm going to take a quick break here. Mark brought me some food. I haven't eaten dinner yet tonight, so I'm going to eat, and then we'll continue recording. Kids will be back partly tomorrow. We'll do some recording tomorrow, too. I think we are going to have to do if I want to get into the sheep, we are going to have to do the nuggets, though, because I'm going to need the mowing equipment and stuff. Let's see if I can do this without cheating. I've gotten a little bit better at packing these, but these are still, they're so touchy. Like, as soon as you start getting off course, it just gets crazy, and then it's like back and forth. Never quite getting there. I think I'll be able to do it. No. It will take a couple tries, but I'll get it. I swear it. Do. Oh. Yay! How good am I? Look how good I am. Now, the nice thing is, once again, with this map, you don't have to look around to find out where the best price is. It's always at one place. So we have no... Anyway. So I will be back, folks, in a minute. We're going to leave the tractor right here, and I got to take off and eat, but I will come back to you guys momentarily. See you in just 1 second. Boop! All right, I'm back. Sorry. Got about 25 minutes left of video, right? 45, 23... Ah! That dude in the Caprice almost got crushed. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to deliver. We're going to spend the last part of this video delivering our goods. Get to ride around in the brand new giant tired Dutzfar. This thing's got huge giant tires, which is pretty cool. We will get our money together and see what we have left. We still need to get mowing equipment. I know, Jade, I'm sorry if you're watching. But we can mow, get food for our sheep. I don't know. Actually, we probably can buy sheep right away because we definitely need a seeder. I'm going to need something to plow with and fertilize. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on our list that we need. We definitely need longer arms for this to pick stuff up. The arms that we have are designed for the smaller tractors, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and uncover these guys. Whoop, and I missed it. I'm going this way. But you can see here with this farm and the way things are all tight and compact on the farm itself, this is actually the better way to go as far as the trailers, the tippers go, because it's easier to get these in and out of the locations. They're really designed for this kind of tipper. So, wheat, yes. Somehow I cross buttons. I have the uncover cover button as the same as the wheat on wheat button. Boop. Let's see. Barley. Wheat and barley. Mark, don't forget this envelope. Evelyn, give this to Mark. He's taking an envelope for me to the mail, and I don't want him to forget it, which he will. All right, so let's go ahead and pull forward. And you guys can ride with me. Switch this. Boop. Nope. Switch. Boop. There we go. Let's hop into the cab. My in the cab button isn't working because I still am on my truck sim profile. Oops. Let's see. Farm Sim 17. There we go. It's still not working. Come on. Hold on, folks. Why is it being weird? Okay, there we go. Maybe. We'll see. Aha! Hey! That helps, having the buttons actually work. So our goals for today. We need to get the fields plowed, hopefully planted. We're going to get the Vaderstat mid-size seeder. And I'm going to go for we'll see who's high on the price list as far as which crops are worth the most money. And we'll go ahead and plant that crop. Sorry, I'm got a cup I'm about to knock over here on my desk. So anyway, life has been exciting the past couple weeks.
But Daddy and Mommy got divorced.
Well, they all know that. That's old news.
Bad news.
Violet, I love you. Oh my gosh. She said, that's bad news. So I went on that Christian dating site. You guys know that. And that's kind of a funny story. There was a girl on there, a lady, who sent me a smile, but it was like a week before I got divorced. Now, here's the whole story. So I didn't want to go on to the website and start my profile so that everybody could see it. My hope was to start a profile, and then after I got divorced, like maybe a couple weeks or months, like whenever I felt like I was ready to put it up there. But I wanted to have it all together beforehand so that I didn't have to like go through all that work of like, you know, putting all this together and then trying to do it all quickly. The guy's going to get crushed, but too bad for him. He should have stayed back. He saw me coming. Had lights flashing, headlights on. What else you want? And so I didn't want to go through all that. I really wanted to just, you know, basically. And we are going to sell to the biogas plant. Jade, I know you hate it, but it's not cheating anymore because they actually fixed the prices. So, but it does make mowing less exciting. But anyway, so anyway, she smiled at me, and there's been a lot of people, a lot of strange people, and I'm just like, oh no, like I can't handle this, you know. And but this person, like, she was cute. She seems like she's really nice, and I'm like, man. But it was like literally like I think maybe like 2 or 3 days before I officially got divorced. So I just let it go. I'm like, you know what? I went the wrong way. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to contact this person. I'm not going to, you know, if it's going to work out. She's actually from around where I live. She's maybe like 20 minutes away. And I'm like, oh, you know, it's like sometimes you just got to let things work the right way. I'm sure there's, you know, you don't force something. And you know, how weird is it to talk to somebody online and be like, yeah, hey, I'm divorced. Well, not quite. I'm divorced next week. You know, I mean, like it was too soon. So I just let it go. I said, you know what? If there's going to be somebody, either she'll contact me again, or they'll be I'm waiting for that right person, the right. You know, I even though I was sad about it, I was kind of like, well, I'll just let it go. So let it go. You know, 2 months go by. Didn't think anything of it, and then she smiles at me again this past weekend, and I'm like, huh. So I paid the $40 or whatever it is for a full membership, and I contacted her. Turns out she's a nurse. She lives in Brunswick near me, and she's just a really, really nice lady. So I'm going to get together with her. Now, we were going to do it tomorrow, but actually her father is sick. So I'm going to see what happens there. And uh-oh. It's dumping the back trailer. Okay, because that makes sense. This thing is so weird how it works. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see, how things pan out. She seems like such a very nice person, and we're probably going to get together. We were supposed to get together tomorrow night, but I think I'm going to ask her if she wants to. Obviously, she texted me today and was like, "Hey, my dad is super sick. His health is declining. Like it's going from like we were going to go out there to visit him this evening to like I'm leaving work right now to go see him because this might be it." So I think I'm probably going to ask her if she wants to postpone a little bit until like next week when it's obviously not that kind of stuff going on because that's no fun. So we'll see. But that's going on, so I thought that was kind of neat. I was like, wow, this is cool. I didn't personally think the site was going to work, but there you go. Maybe we'll be a success story. I'd like that. Yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on here. You can see here that one of the things about this map, and I could drive faster. Obviously, this tractor will go faster, but it's pretty curvy and tight, so you got to be real careful because it's gonna get easy it's gonna be easy to have accidents on these roads. So, but I just like the way the map feels. I like the mountains in the background. It feels kind of like you're in a Swiss valley. I'm not sure where this is supposed to take place. I think it's probably somewhere in Germany. But it's a nice map. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of that other map that I used to play that we did for the server. I'm trying to think of what the name was. Why is my blinker not working? There we go. What was the name of that map? It was French or Belgium. Belgique Profound. Oh, the blinker turns off automatically now. That's cool. So, this reminds me of that map with the river. Don't forget the package, Mark. How many times am I going to say that in the next 10 minutes? Mark, don't forget the package. Don't forget the package. Don't forget the package. Don't forget the package. Goosey! She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Their mom is taking the boys to the dentist, so Violet and Evelyn are here. Even though they're supposed to be with their mom today, they're with me, which is fine. And yeah. What do you think, Vi? Did you tell your mom about my new girlfriend?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Good girl. I told her not to. I'm like, can we just keep this to ourselves until it's like something really going on? Some people, most people, I don't know, maybe I'm just not vindictive enough. She's not going to get, why would she get mad at me? She's the one that left me for somebody else. She's going to punch me so hard in the face. Is that what you feel like about it?
No.
Okay, as long as you're all right. That's the other thing, too. It's like, I listened to a sermon on one of the guys at church. They were talking about different kinds of marriages, obviously, and he was talking about like he married a girl who was had a daughter already and had been through a divorce, and it was a really difficult experience for them because to me it sounded like the daughter was a spoiled brat, to be honest with you. Not to put him down. He's a really, really nice guy. His wife is super nice. The daughter's super nice too, but only child, and was used to not having to share a mom. And so she would be mean to him, wouldn't hug him when he tried to hug her, wouldn't talk to him, did the, that kind of thing. And so I felt really bad for the guy. And I'm like, man, that's a pretty tough. That's pretty tough. Like that's a hard thing to kind of get through and work through. But they did. They were able to figure all that stuff out, and Now they're doing okay, and I think the daughter's older. She's like in her teens now, and of course things are much better. But the first couple years were really difficult. I don't think I will run into that with my kids because my kids are, as you guys know, they're super accepting, they're super loving, and they're really nice kids. They're not. I mean, they're a little spoiled. All kids are a little spoiled, but they're not like super spoiled. This guy's gonna have to wait. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit here for half an hour waiting. They're not like super spoiled, so I think that it will work out smoothly. We'll have to see what happens, but they've been pretty nice to that jerk that stole my wife, so I would imagine somebody that's coming in under the right circumstances will get a good treatment as well. Though they are a little more territorial with me than they are with their mom, so I don't know. We'll have to see. It'll be interesting. It's going to be, but it's going to happen eventually. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life alone. I've thought about it, like, maybe I should because I'm just weird and I like video games and I'm just kind of a big kid, but that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to have that happen. So we're cutting through the biogas facility. This is where you do biogas. Now, one of the things that you might like, I think if we do get into biogas, it'll be after I do the gold hunt. And if I do the gold hunt, I might not even need to get into biogas because really, that'll give us enough money to buy a lot of animals. We may go with the John Deere windrower. Where am I going? To the right. Oh no, I didn't plan for that. Come on. Fine, I'll just go over your car if you're not going to move. Seriously. Is that what you want? Want a dented hood? So aggressive. You prig. Dang it. There we go. Moron. In real life, the tractor will just sit there till the person moves. Say, come on, scoot back. What's the matter, Goose?
I can't buy anything.
You can't buy anything?
No, I can't have a car.
You can't have a car?
Yeah, car.
What are you playing, Roblox?
I wanna get
My kids are loving John and Violet love Roblox. They play that stupid Prison Break game all the time. What are you playing now? It looks like a fashion game.
but I can't get a vehicle because no one
Just getting all
will
mad.
do it.
Grrr. Grrr.
Guest? Is that you spell guest?
Guest.
Is it
I'm going to back up because I want this trailer to unload first.
E-S-T spell guest?
No, it stops. Look at that. Isn't that stupid? No, that's going to screw up the harvest, too. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, well. That's kind of broken. That's one thing I've noticed about this game. It's a little bit broken. The trailers don't unload the way that you pull. Like, you should be able to select the trailer and unload whichever one you want, but it doesn't matter which one's selected. They just kind of unload. I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to have enough. That's pretty much the big money right there. So those are the two big money crops. I think that we're going to be shy our goal. What do we need? We need a plow. We need a mower. We're not going to have enough. Maybe if I take the loan out, though, we will. I'm just trying to avoid doing the gold hunt. But we just don't, they never give you the equipment you need to start with for the animals. So it's like you literally have to invest thousands. Though the sheep don't eat that much, so we could get away with a small mow kit. We don't need a giant mowing kit. It's a shame to waste the grass because it's such a, with the silage, it's a pretty big resource. Like we could make a ton of money doing grass farming, but once again, I think everybody on the channel is kind of just sick of the grass farming, so maybe we'll just skip it and go right to regular sheep farming. We can have fields of grass when we need them. Now, one of the things they changed in the game, for better or worse, I see both sides of this. When you mow grass with the chaff harvester, which is like the big 80, the 580 big, the Krone 580 Big X, 580, is that right? Big X 580? Big X 580. or the Big X1100, or the Roslamash 420, or the New Holland FR 850. Any of those harvesters that mow, when you mow grass, it actually just stays grass. Now, some people are complaining that it doesn't automatically turn it into chaff, but that's actually a good thing because you can use that also as a gigantic mower. And you can collect a heck of a lot of grass for your sheep. So I think that that's a great thing. So what we're going to do now, I think we still have corn. Let's take a look at our commodities. Let's see what we got. Oh my. Well, we still have, there's probably still a good $10,000, $15,000 here. So we'll do this. We'll sell these two off too, because that I wasn't going to sell them, but now that I see that I actually have a decent amount of the, I think on this map the soybeans are the most valuable crop right now when you start. That goes up and down. Once again, people have been asking for a most valuable crop award video. I'm going to do that. It's really stupid, actually. You don't even have to do the planting or anything. The most valuable crop in this game is grass. Because you can make the silage bales, or you can silage the grass, and it wins. Otherwise, there is no clear winner because the prices fluctuate. So you don't have... There is no like, hey, this is the best crop. It depends on the day and the market. You know, sometimes soybeans are worth more, but the way that they've balanced this game is that they want it to be, what's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to make it so that all the crops are have equal value. So, let's get corn. Let's go ahead and sell that. Now, with this game, if you were to get into pigs right away... Sorry, I'm drinking my tea. You could. You could pig it right away. Oink, oink. What's the matter, Violet? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'm going to run down to the shop, guys, so I'm going to pause the recording. I will be back momentarily. Not the shop, I meant the, you know, the thingy. The grain sale point. All right, we are selling off the soy beans. $14,000. My guesstimate was correct. 10 tons. And I don't know how much this will probably be worth. I'm going to guess 7. Oh, so not close. All right, so we have a total of almost $100,000 plus $100,000 of loan available. I think we should be able to get involved with stuff. The farmer is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look out, lady. You're in the streets. I love my tractor. I love my little tractor. I love my little tractor. I love my Deutz Fahr. I love my Deutz Fahr. Deutz, Deutz, Deutz. Ja. What, Goosey? No, I don't hate you. You're right. I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. You're the best. Yeah, Jesus is the best.
Jesus is like cool guy.
Goosey, you are so cute. She said, I love you so much. Thanks, Goosey. You're the best Goosey in the world. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bonjour, la petite goose. I wonder what goose is in French. I know oiseau is bird, but I don't know what goose is. La goose. A goosey. La goose. Oops, wrong button. That's all right. I'm going to dump the trailer off, and I think that pretty much, let's see here. I think time-wise, that'll do us for one full episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope sincerely that you have enjoyed the beginning of Old Streams, and that you found this video not only fun, but also educational, and more to your taste Less multiplayer, more filling. Love you guys. See you on the farm. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and we're going to rock it.